What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Wormster back again in today's episode of European War 7. As you all know, that European War 7 trailer was released a few days ago, and turns out it was a big hit. Everyone liked the game, and the trailer gave a lot of reactions and surprises to mostly fans among the EasyTech fan community. And today I'm going to talk about the diplomacy. So the diplomacy thing is quite unique at this turn. We see a lot of stuff. We see a lot of a new way of engaging with your enemies, your alliance, and mostly yourself. So this is how it works in this new diplomacy. So when you start off the game with a diplomacy like this, it will show you that you have a good relation with mostly many states. Some states are your friend, some states are neutral, some states are your enemy. If you look into East Anglia, this is your friend. So technically, the relations of both of your factions is at 76 actually, and it's going up, meaning that it shows that they are most likely to become your alliance. But if you look into the Vikings, they are minus 100% and going down as red, meaning that they are most likely be your enemy. So we can understand that. We can understand the concept. This is way similar to Hoi 4, to Age of Civilization 2, and mostly Total War games, which they work a lot with diplomacy like this. And in terms of diplomacy, in where you try to engage with enemies, this is a good thing to understand who you are fighting with and who you are against with. If you look into the map, you see that you are East Francia, and you have a 100% deduction of relation with Westphalia, and minus 20% with West Francia, and 100% minus 100% with the Vikings, and 77 up, 76 up in East Anglia. So it is clear that this is a good new system of engaging with your enemy. And if you look into this one, this is called the other one. It's also diplomacy, but you can tell that you can make an alliance, you can terminate a passage, you can declare war, and you can also make a negotiation. So if you look into East Francia, which is held by Attila, you can see that you're at war with Westslav and the Vikings, and you are at peace with most other states, and you will be given military access by East Anglia. So technically, this is actually a good thing. You can understand the map, you can know the map, you can know what's going on, you can tell what's going to happen next, you can tell that you're going to do great or not, you can tell that whether you can ask for a passage or not. So technically, asking for a passage is like asking for military access, because you cannot just go around the map trying to attack everybody. You're going to ask for a military access or a passage so you can move your troops through that area. If not, it will be seen as a trespassing mostly, and those nations will mostly have a bad relation with you. So you need to ask for a passage, or you can say military access. Another thing is an alliance. So an alliance will show how likely it will be whether or not it can be an alliance, and there will be also a negotiation. There can be peace, there can be war, there can be a coalition, it can also be a trade, it can also be sending cash or to support different nations to attack a certain enemy. And if you look into this map, this is quite unique. Each nations right now will given a faction leaders, a generals, where they are and where they're at, and we can understand their movement, their passages, and also their actions. And this map will give you a huge glimpse of how many states that they control, how many states that they have, and we can know the movement of the enemy, so we can counterattack with them, which is quite easily, because you can see there will be a auto diplomacy, there will be a something like cards, something on the top right. I'm not so sure about that, but we'll see when the game's out. We're gonna have a look all with it together. And if you look into this one, it's called the battle request. So this is like forming a union to attack a certain nation. So this time we have Venet and Mercia. They are forming an alliance, or maybe a attacking duo, or you can call a attacking union, in which it is a battle request where they both request each other to fight, and they will receive a subsidies if they are willing to join the war. Diplomacy minus 40% if you reject, meaning that they're already in alliance, but if you try to reject, then you will have a minus 40% diplomacy thing, and you have to agree or reject. That's both of you, but it is most likely to join to avoid bad diplomacy, really, because you were an alliance. And this one is the movement, which I have talked earlier. So it will show a lot. It will show where will they go, and you can tell this is way easy. It is a new thing because from the beginning, mostly European War 4, let's just say European War 4 Napoleon, what you have to do is that you have to look at the whole thing. You have to look at all the AI, where they're doing, what they're gonna do. But this time, EasyTech released a new system in which shows you where they are, where they're going, and you can know, and you can do what you're going to do next. So this is actually a good thing, a good improvement from EasyTech, and myself as a YouTuber and a players, I'm really grateful for that, because right now EasyTech has become something else. They have been improving, and I'm looking forward to it really more, especially in 2022. So this is the end of this diplomacy video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like if you do, and if you guys have anything in common, want to know, just let me know. I will try my best to answer. Or you want to voice your opinion. You want to say, what do you guys think about this one? This is diplomacy. We'll talk about that. See you guys next time in another episode.